You won't need to come in here often, but you may need to retrieve amnestics or other substances to transport to other locations, so your keycard will give you access to this room.
Wow. Is this where you make the amnestics?
I don't personally, but yes. That sealed room over there is where they're produced. It takes weeks to retrieve the materials necessary, and the process is very delicate, so most of that is classified. As I've said already, asking a lot of questions isn't a productive use of your time in the Foundation, and it would do
me well to stick to my job description. I know. It's just so exciting. It's so cool that you get to work with weird objects and creatures. I've been obsessed with paranormal things since I was a kid.
Yes, you've said so twice already, Gustav. This job can be dangerous no matter how low-ranking you are. We expose ourselves to the most hazardous phenomena in the world so that everyone else can be blissfully ignorant of them. You've entered our world now, and chances are you won't get to go back to the old one.
I would never want to. This is where I want to be. I'm telling you, Dr. Buck. I'll be so loyal, and...
Oh, Dr. Bright. It's good to see you on your feet again. This is Gustav. He is a new research assistant in training.
I see. Well, he looks pale and unimportant. He'll fit in just fine.
Don't worry about him or his comments. He's got reasons for being so bitter. Not excuses exactly, but reasons. You know about Dr. Bright.
Of course. He's wearing that amulet.
How do you know about that? You haven't been here long enough to...
There's this internet forum I go on sometimes. He posts stuff occasionally, and people are really big fans of his.
Well, I'm sure he's revealed no confidential information, but I may have to speak to him about participating in online forums that discuss SCPs. You can't go talking about this stuff to people outside the Foundation. You know that, right?
Yeah, I got the big orientation full of threats already.
His consciousness is trapped in SCP-963.
And is it true his dad is on the O5 Council?
He isn't anymore, but how do you know so much?
I'm eager to learn.
I'm starting to doubt whether you were a good hire. I've known more than a few good researchers who have been done in by their curiosity. Fine. Jack Bright has been tested perhaps more than anyone at the Foundation today. He lost his life and most of his family because of incidents related to SCPs.
What? Like stuff was done on purpose? Did they experiment with him and his family?
No, not exactly. I've never spoken to him about it personally, but it's fairly well known what happened to him.
Whoa. So is he still in the amulet, or is he in the maintenance worker?
It's kind of complicated, but he's in the amulet and he has to switch bodies every 30 days. Otherwise, that body will retain a copy of his consciousness, and whenever the amulet gets given to someone new, there would be 2 Dr. Brights. We've instated several measures to ensure that doesn't happen. He hates it, though. He's been trying to separate his consciousness from the amulet for a long time.
That is seriously freaky. I guess that could happen to anyone. As long as you're in a building with SCPs, you're at risk.
Exactly. That's what I've been trying to tell you. Look, you seem nice, but you can't approach this job with that fanboy kind of energy. You won't get anyone's respect that way. In fact, you might make people think you're not taking it seriously and you could be reported, or worse. You might as well get it all out. I believe his frustration is more related to his family. The most outrageous thing, in my opinion, is what happened to his brother. And if you really want to know Jack Bright, that is the story that'll tell you the most about his character and values. I mean, he has some bad days, sure. But overall, I would say that he's one of the most dedicated, enthusiastic, and brilliant researchers in the Foundation.
Wow, I absolutely believe you. I mean, based on the little bit that I know about him. So what happened to his brother?
He's an SCP too. I'm not sure if he was just born like that or if something happened to him, but he has the ability to heal other people's injuries just by touching them.
That's incredible. He must be valuable around here.
He is. But every time he heals someone, he takes on their ailment himself. So if he touches someone with cancer, he grows tumors on his body. Yes, he's forced to. The Foundation doesn't have many resources that are able to do what he can.
So he's basically enslaved by the Foundation. That's messed up. How old is he?
Age is a complicated thing with SCP-590 because he doesn't appear to age normally, and he hasn't got the mental capacity you would expect him to.
Why not? Is it a side effect of his healing ability or something? Shit. That sucks. So did Dr. Bright try to break him out?
No, he couldn't betray the Foundation. Instead, he thought outside the box and used his brother's ability to his advantage. See, his healing ability works on mental illnesses too, so Dr. Bright submitted an order for him to heal several cases of mental illness until his mental capacity was so reduced that he didn't realize he was in any pain. He's a complex man, Gustav. You're right, he can be callous, reckless, and sometimes it seems he doesn't value human life. It's definitely what he's known for, at least. But he also has a decent capacity for empathy.
Of course, you're right. Maybe one day I'll get to know him and I'll understand him better. Is that all? Him and his brother were victimized by the Foundation?
Careful with your wording. But no. There's actually more, a lot more.
Like what?
Okay, this is the last thing I'll tell you about Dr. Bright. I don't have time to sit around gossiping all day, so here it is.
Oh, so he was an 05.
Yes, he was 0512, and the first 05 ever to retire and live a normal life once his career as the Foundation was over.
I thought you're in for life once you join.
Well, Gustav, if you rise through the ranks and become an 05, maybe the rules will be slightly different for you. But we all make sacrifices. I would argue that the Bright family is among those who've made the most. Right. I'm sure I've made that point clear. But as far as your curiosity goes, I've had similar thoughts. His father, Adam Bright, decided to have a family despite the risks of hurting or losing them. He and his wife are just fine, I assume, but they're among the lucky few. And all 3 of his children are SCPs now, and they've all suffered for it. I could never have a family knowing that I might bring that upon them. Telling these stories to Foundation employees gives them a chance to consider that before they endanger themselves and the people around them.
Dr. Collingwood, in that time I assume you've heard many rumors about some of the horrific things we do here at the Foundation that you've never personally witnessed.
Mission command to all MTF units, please respond. Mission command to all MTF units, please respond. Very well then. Gustav! Have you been able to reach any of the recovery teams? How's Dr. Ahmad doing? Well, that's one positive at least, albeit a pointless one unless the main power doesn't come back on soon. No, he's worse. He's different from the other monsters here in the Foundation. He's not some mindless animal, he's an apex predator, and he hunts exclusively for sport.
24?
I'm not sure if it's strong enough to operate the floodlights at a high enough wattage to contain SCP-106. Wasting my time with stupid ideas, it's not as easy as flipping a switch. I'm sorry for lashing out like that. The truth is, everyone who has gone out there is probably dead. No need adding you to that list. Plus, I need you here. We're going to start the recall protocol.
But I thought you said you weren't sure if the generator could power the floodlights.
I'm not sure. But we have to try something. And every second we waste makes our success less and less likely. The D-Class.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We should be ready to proceed. Gustav, his screams should draw an SCP-106.
What are you doing to that poor man?
Dr. Ahmad, you're awake. Very well, Tim.
But back to my question. What are you doing to that D-Class in there?
We broke his femur with a mallet. We needed screams of fear and pain to attract SCP-106. And once he's in there, we will flood the room with roughly 80,000 lumens of light, which will hopefully disorient him enough to contain him. Yes. No.
The power's out. What's the backup plan?
We need to get out of here, now!
And just leave them here to die? The power's back on.
Oh, I guess the maintenance team was able to restore it after all. Director Jones is a busy man, Gustav. He will get to us as soon as possible. No. Please, Gustav, can we please just sit here in silence?
I spy with my little eye.
Oh, thank God. It's nice to see you as well, Director Jones. I am just here reminding you that Gustav will be transferring over to your division, specifically to work on SCP-1000. I know normally you send out a letter to all new clearance level 3 employees, but I thought since we were just down the hall, you might want to explain the situation in person.
Great idea. I'll be happy to fill you in.
All right, Gustav. I suppose this is where our work together ends. At least for now.
It was truly an honor being mentored by you, Dr. Buck.
Oh my god, you guys are so serious. You aren't moving to another planet, just to a different office. Run along now, Dr. Buck. Your precious protege is in good hands.
Very well, then. Thank you, Director. Your will be then checked 3 times by certified personnel. After that, you will follow the worn path through the forest, where you will eventually find another door. When opened, that door will lead you out of SCP-860-1 and back into our reality. This mission, like most of our expeditions here at the Foundation, does not guarantee survival. Anyone that enters will be equipped with a handheld camcorder and an audio headset for communication with me back at control. Subjects will be chosen based on a variety of factors, including physical and psychological evaluations by our medical staff. Particular reason why. Mr. Moore, your thoughts? Moore, you've never sent more than 1 person in there at a time, correct? Of course. How else would we know that there's a door on the other side of the path that leads back to our reality? Well, then I suppose this briefing is adjourned. Dismissed. Remember, the door closes and locks itself immediately after someone enters.
You both need to run through there quickly.
We are receiving the transmission here on our end. Please proceed. As expected. Go ahead and begin walking down the path.
Dr. Buck, while we got a moment, I just want to say what a pleasure it's been working with you over the last few weeks. My old boss was, well, difficult to tolerate at times.
You're referring to Dr. Nomita, I assume?
Yes. So you've met him?
Yes, we are quite familiar with each other. I see his stubbornness and reckless behavior have preceded him yet again.
Yeah, he was kind of the worst, honestly. Basically, everyone hates him.
He's my father.
Hey, Command? Are you getting this?
Getting what? Please continue D3456 and D3457.
As you wish.
I'm sorry about insulting your family, Dr. Buck. That was unprofessional.
Yes, it was. But you weren't wrong about him. I can't stand him either.
Oh, good. I mean, not good that you hate him, just that you...
Shut up, Matt. D3456, are you hearing that whispering sound? It sounds like murmuring voices.
Yeah, lots of them. It's coming over our audio transmission.
Maybe this place messes with the comm systems?
It would appear so. You never experienced that on previous excursions, did you?
Which way should we go?
This is new. We've never seen SCP-860-1 manifest like this before.
Heard what? The roaring noise you described earlier?
Yeah!
We still aren't getting that on our end.
Carver?
D3456, what are you talking about?
Oh my god, it sounds so close! Just keep running! Don't look back!
D3456? D3457, what is going on in there?
Care to explain how one of the most respected researchers here at this site allowed such a catastrophe to happen?
With all due respect, sir, I would hardly call this a catastrophe.
Oh, is that so? What would you call it then?
An admittedly unfortunate oversight. There was no way for Mr. Moore or myself to know that D3456 and D3457 were related to a previous test subject of SCP-860.
Really? There was no way? Because a simple look through previous expedition logs would have shown that D3111 looks awfully familiar to his triplet brothers. Didn't it alert you that 2 D-Class inmates volunteered for a mission? Tell me, Dr. Buck, do you do any previous research before you take on a new assignment, or do you just find yourself winging it most of the time?
Director Jones, I sincerely understand your frustration, but this mission was not a failure. In fact, I believe most at the Foundation would describe it as a resounding success. We have new footage of SCP-860-1 manifesting itself in previously unknown ways. The fact that these brothers managed to finagle their way into our experiment didn't prevent us from making groundbreaking discoveries. Very well, sir.
Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning.
There's coffee there if you want some.
I'm good. Thanks. No. The hell do you think you're doing?
Oh, come on, are you really gonna make me go outside? It's freezing out there.
Agent Green, I can tell by the putrid smell that the previous researcher in charge let you smoke in here, but I can assure you that I will not. Catch me up on the recent testing of SCP-178.
What recent testing? Jerry let some of the Ds live after they failed to follow orders. Word must have gotten around to the others, because now they all refuse to cooperate.
Great.
Yeah, I think that's why they brought you in here. Jerry got soft. They needed an enforcer.
Can you please refer to Dr. Gerald by his proper title?
You know, he actually liked it when I used to call him Jerry.
I don't care. Can you quit wasting my time and bring in the next D-Class? Yes, go ahead and put them on and tell us what you see.
I don't see anything.
You don't notice any entities observing you?
No, the room seems empty to me.
This is unusual, correct?
Yeah, there's always one of those things in there. Usually several.
You'll have to try to elicit an auditory response then. Go ahead and put the glasses back on.
Whatever you say, Doc.
Dr. Buck, you know having him call out to them is gonna get him killed.
Yes, what's your point?
My point is, you had him put on the glasses. You didn't see anything. That's a new discovery. Write it down in your little journal, report it to the bigwigs, claim it's some great breakthrough. You don't gotta kill this man.
If you are uncomfortable with my testing procedures, then you are free to leave, Agent Green. I will determine when we are done with testing D4444. Now try to establish verbal contact.
No, I told you. I'm done.
Casey, don't.
D4444, you will do as instructed or face immediate termination. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah.
Great, where is it?
Those things! They're in there with you!
What?
It's gonna be fine. Everyone just remain calm. And be very, very still.
Get away from him, you freaks!
Agent Green, there you are.
Dr. Buck, what brings you down here?
Well, since you never showed up for your shift, I thought I was going to have to escort our next test subject myself. Come on, let's go.
Just give me a minute.
Agent Green, you either do your job or I will find someone else who will.
Fine.
Oh, you've got to be. Of course he's here.
It's so good to see you again, Dr. Buck.
It's nice to see you too, Gustav. I thought I told you to get seats away from him?
I'm sorry. He was insistent.
It's been a long time. What have you been up to? Tim and me have mostly been stuck observing the Gate Guardian. God, that is a boring job. Well, except for that one thing, but I can't talk about that. What's new with you?
This is exactly the kind of thing I was talking about.
So, what do you guys think this meeting is about?
I I don't know. I guess it wouldn't be.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, Gustav?
Nice one, Gustav.
Does anyone else have anything they want to say?
Ms. Yearling, did you ever ride the carousel? What? No, are you crazy? What happened when you reached it then? Some of the kids got on. Not me though. The ones who did, some of them were smiling, some of them were crying, some of them hugged. The ones who didn't get on, some of them hugged each other. What happened then? They rode the carousel and I left. What happened to them? So you just left them behind? Yes, I left them. What, you think I should have stuck around? You see how it was all gonna turn out? I didn't mean to accuse you of anything. You were just a child. No one would have expected you to. That's right. I was just a kid in the middle of a goddamn nightmare and Miss Yearling, you've clearly gone through a deeply traumatizing experience. I can't imagine you would. Nothing about this experience makes much sense. Yes.
Alright, everybody. Hopefully I'm gonna get you folks there as fast as possible so we can avoid this winter storm rolling in.
Well, you two ain't very fun passengers.
Some of us enjoy the silence, Agent Green. I'll pass.
Fine, but you're making it very difficult to fall in love with you.
Agent Green, this is Al. He's one of the very few people in this world that have not only survived climbing Mount Everest, but also coming face to face with SCP-1529.
Wow, so you went toe-to-toe with the king of the mountain, huh?
He's become invaluable in the Foundation's efforts to track and contain SCP-1529. Do not feel obligated to tell Agent Green here anything. You really don't need to go any further if it's going to upset you, Al.
I'm not upsetting him. Am I upsetting you?
It spoke. I've never read about SCP-1529 being verbal.
Gonna need everybody to buckle up back there. We're getting close to base camp and it's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Classified information, Agent Green.
Sure are ugly, aren't they?
I'm more concerned with how deadly they are, Mr. Moore. Now go grab the kit. I'd like to take a blood sample.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely extraordinary find. The recon unit responsible did a remarkable job.
Kinda. The creature we're here studying had to be removed directly from one of the agent's stomach tract. Not exactly the extraction they had planned.
I don't suppose he survived the ordeal? Was he the only member of his squad to make it back? Well, that makes sense. Agent Lawrence has a habit of saving people in the nick of time. Myself included.
Oh, I have to hear that story.
No, you don't.
Oh.
Just as I suspected. There are traces of the same corrosive material in this lamprey's blood as there are outside the tunnels in Balkan Peninsula.
So I guess that means you defend the SCP-2191-3 theory then?
I don't defend anything. The evidence is right here in front of your eyes. Skepticism amusing, Mr. Moore. Out of all the anomalies you've encountered at the Foundation, this is the entity you refuse to accept as reality?
Look, do I believe there's an underground temple with vampiric monsters running around? Of course. And clearly they are intrinsically linked with SCP-2191-2A, 2B, and 2C. But do I think all of those beings are controlled by some old world god? No, I don't. At least not until we get some more evidence.
Let me show you something.
Who is that? One of 2191's victims?
In a way, yes.
It is as was his right, and she became his. Here she grew. That we, like the Pale Ones, must be allowed to continue our sacred duty.
Okay, sure. You got one testimonial. But that's anecdotal evidence at best. The ramblings of some old lady hardly qualify as definitive proof.
A man refusing to admit when he's wrong. How shocking. Lawrence, It's good to see you again. And what brings you down here to the lab?
Well, clearly, he's here to rescue you again.
Mr. Moore, please.
Yeah, rescue Dr. Buck? She doesn't need my help. She's basically bulletproof. Now you, on the other hand, you got the desperate eyes of a damsel in distress.
Anyways, Agent Lawrence, what can I do for you? Why's that?
Oh.
Thank you, Agent Lawrence. That was rather informative. But I'm still going to insist on speaking with your squad mate directly. Lawrence, I know you are acting in the best interest of your fellow agent, but I can assure you that our medical staff would not have approved our visit if he truly wasn't able to handle it physically.
No, it's not that, alright? Just don't go, okay? He asked me to try and stop you from coming.
And why's that? Really? What's his name?
I'm ready to proceed whenever you are, Dr. Buck. The cams are all operational.
They'll be off when you ring the bell so he's able to freely appear in front of you, but I'll make sure to turn them back on once you begin your questioning.
Very well then. Initiating SCP Log 662-L1.
Yes, madam. How may I be of service?
Firstly, may I have your name for the record?
Certainly. You may call me Mr. Deeds.
Is that your real name?
No, it is not my birth name, madam.
And what would that be? Where were you born?
Unfortunately, I cannot remember my full name, madam, nor am I positive of my birthplace, though I do believe it to be located in England.
Do you recall when you were born, Mr. Deeds?
I am truly sorry to disappoint again, madam, but I do not recall that either, though it must have been some time ago, for I don't believe that I was born in this era.
Can you approximate it?
Again, madam, I apologize for my lack of self-knowledge. I'm a bit of a shut-in, as you know. Horse and buggy, madam, although bicycles were just becoming a fad with the wealthy, if I recall correctly.
You needn't call me madam any longer. I appreciate it, but it's becoming a little grating.
As you wish.
Why do you suppose that you cannot remember these things?
I can't quite say.
Or is it that you may not say?
That may be the case, yes. Perhaps I may not say, though again, begging your pardon, I do not recall why that is.
Very well, I'll move on then. Where is it that you go to when you fetch items for those you serve?
Well, you see, I don't actually recall that either.
Why do you wince when I ask these kinds of questions?
I do not know.
All right, never mind that for now. We'll get answers eventually. For now, I have a request.
Very well. How may I be of further assistance?
I would like a giant glass of iced tea, and grab a glass of it for yourself if you'd like.
And what kind of iced tea would you prefer?
Surprise me.
Certainly.
As to be expected, I'm sure he will return shortly.
My apologies for the delay, but not to worry, I've brought the tea, just as requested. I do hope you enjoy it.
What kind of tea is it?
Southern-style sweet tea.
Did you make it yourself?
I do dislike disappointing you, Dr. Buck, but I do not recall. I assume that I did, but alas, my mind is not what it used to be.
You've only been gone a few moments, Mr. Deeds. Are you telling me your memory is so terrible that you cannot remember what happened just a few minutes ago?
I recall looking for a way out, and I recall returning with the tea, but that is all, I'm afraid.
Very well. I have another request.
As you wish.
I would like a bar of gold. 99.98%, if you please. We'll disable the cameras in the hall outside in order to make your trip a little faster this time. Mr. Moore? He'll be back soon enough.
Again, my apologies for the delay. It seems that the cameras in the hallway remained on, so I had to find a suitable way out again. Also, I was not able to acquire a bar of gold to the pureness that you requested, but I assure you that this bar is at least 99.14% pure.
We will be testing it, I'm sure you know.
I did not realize that you would, but it makes sense, I suppose. Will there be anything else, Dr. Buck?
Yes. For your next task, I would like for you to bring me a blue 1963 Corvette convertible. Why not? I really want one. Fine. Then I can only request one more thing before we end this session, Mr. Deeds.
As you wish.
I request that you assassinate the D-Class tied up in the next room over.
Dr. Buck, I wasn't aware of any...
Quiet, Mr. Moore. Will you be able to handle that? The deed is done, then. Why could you do this, and yet you could not fulfill my other request?
I cannot say, except to note that I simply knew one was impossible while the other was not.
So you don't know how you know things like my last name or my title, or whether or not a certain task is possible?
That is correct.
Very well. Mr. Moore, do you have any requests?
I would love to get him down to medical and do a full body scan. There's a lot we still don't understand about his physiology.
Oh, a fine suggestion. But I believe an autopsy might prove to provide more meaningful analysis.
But he would need to die first.
Shall I kill myself for you? And since you will be examining my internal organs, do you have a preferred method for my death?
What do you have in mind? That sounds acceptable. I'm fine where I am, Mr. Deeds. Carry on.
Very well. And in the event that I don't come back to life, it has been a genuine pleasure to serve you.
Fascinating, isn't it?
If by fascinate...
A waste. Whatever would make you think that?
Oh, besides the daily hair salon service, platinum dental plan, and request for a pet turtle fitted with a hazmat suit. This creature is responsible for an MTF agent's death. While I am no stranger to casualties, I just don't see why we should pamper it. I, for one, think to truly understand the anatomical nature of the creature, we should... Fair enough, Tim. I meant no offense.
Right, well, good.
So, what have we learned of the subject thus far?
Well, what's truly interesting about 811 is its strange physiology.
And what about its defense mechanism? The cause for Agent Randall's demise?
If you're referring to the mucus, we are still trying to uncover more regarding that. The palmoplantar surfaces of SCP-811's skin constantly secretes a clear, green-tinted mucus with minor adhesive properties. While this mucus does not appear to have any effect on SCP-811's own tissue.
Lovely. Sounds like you have your research cut out for you? Ready to go inside and say hello then?
Yes, I'm just waiting on Gustav to come back with his findings.
Absolutely.
Best of luck, gentlemen.
He's someone I always looked up to. After all the SCPs he's contained, the man's a legend.
Strange that I haven't heard more about him, though his record does seem quite impressive. Dr. Buck?
No, that won't be necessary. The only thing distracting me is the two of you. Please give me a minute alone to study the subject in peace. Doctor? Doctor, come quick! Dr. Hayward, I see your symptoms are progressing as usual.
You say that as if it's a good thing.
My apologies, Dr. Hayward. I simply mean that nothing out of the ordinary is occurring with your condition as of yet. Have your new ears been properly maintained?
Yes, about as well as they could be. It was strange going deaf only to then start hearing through these novelty mouse ears. I feel like I'm Mickey Mouse or something.
And your hands, are they causing you any discomfort?
No. You would think having your hands deform into these hideous claws would be extraordinarily painful, but it's not really. They just sort of change.
How are you feeling overall?
Fine, I guess. I feel bad about Jennings. He wouldn't have written the report and sent it out to everyone if I hadn't told him to. No one on the team knew the whole story at the time. Just fragments.
This is how it works with info hazards, Dr. Hayward. How are you or anyone else supposed to know that sharing specific details of this phenomenon is what causes this sickness to spread? You were just following protocol. If you hadn't instructed him to write the report, someone else would have.
I suppose that's true. How is he doing, by the way?
Research Assistant Jennings was experiencing more advanced symptoms of the SCP-1903. He died after successfully removing his mask after 3 days into isolation. Let me once again reassure you that in the eyes of the Ethics Committee, you did nothing wrong. Well, in the future, you won't allow yourself to be too emotionally attached to your colleagues. Very well then. How did you feel after exposure?
I felt fine at first. After a couple hours, the affected areas started to feel irritated. Nothing crazy. I didn't think much of it until the second day. By then it felt more like a bad sunburn, and my face was peeling off. The testing for mercury wasn't much fun either. It still kind of hurts when you touch it.
We can provide you some painkillers if it'd help. Would you mind detailing your report? You said that SCP-1903 attempted to communicate with you at some point.
Yeah, I was in the observatory reading.
Thank you, Dr. Hayward. That's useful. Is there anything else you want to report?
Yes. I don't know if any of the others have been seeing this, but occasionally I get these flashes.
Flashes? When did you start seeing them, and how frequently? Revealing.
The dress has a lot of cleavage, and the entire back shows. But the skirt kind of reminds me of a wedding dress.
What else can you tell me about these people?
They are all wearing the masks.
Animal masks like yours? How long do these hallucinations last? When this happens, is this all you see? These people in white? Good evening. I can see that. Highly doubt that. Plus, I have more important things to attend to than whatever nonsense you two are up to. Need I remind both of you that this is a Keter-class SCP that can shapeshift into any form it desires. There is no way to damage it. Its abilities are unlimited. It has the potential to be one of the most dangerous SCPs in the entire Foundation. It has a poor understanding of what truly frightens people, and the Foundation intends to keep it that way. Imagine if it saw the whole. That is why we need to placate it with these silly monster movies, and why it can never be allowed to breach containment. Have either of you seen Dr. Loaf? Only Foundation members with acting experience are allowed to interact with SCP-2006. I'm sure your mother was very proud. When you enter, the anomaly will try to frighten you. No matter what form it takes, you must pretend to be terrified of it. Understood? Good. Don't screw this up. Wow. Real subtle character work, Gustav.
What are you really afraid of?
Well, puppies. And kittens. Butterflies. Yeah, definitely. Got it, Dr. Buck. I know SCP-2006 is super dangerous, but it's actually pretty nice once you start talking to it. Dr. Buck?
It doesn't matter how nice it appears. You do not let your guard down when inside its containment cell. Understood. Thank you, Gustav. You look pathetic. I would think the doctor put no laughing on his list of restrictions, but perhaps he should if you're going to make such an awful sound.
What? Are you worried about me?
I didn't enjoy watching you flatline, if that's what you're asking. So, how much longer do you plan on staying here in intensive care?
Well, it depends on how the organ transplant takes. Since the original was, liquefied.
Right.
Not to mention the blood loss, the giant puncture wounds on my neck.
I'm well aware of the extent of your injuries, Agent Green. Yes, I am. I, filed a request for the use of SCP-500 when I found out. It was denied.
I was asking if you were ready for your interview.
Interesting. We'll have to up the dose of your medication.
No, please. I'm fine.
I insist. The sedatives will help you sleep.
Trust me, if you saw what we did on a regular basis, you wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. Anyway, shall we proceed with the interview?
Sure.
Great.
And why is that? I'm sure we can find some sort of a solution to SCP-3887-B's insatiable appetite.
You can call her Grenda if you'd like.
I'd rather not. It's best not to humanize the anomalies. It is SCP-3887-B, and you are SCP-3887-A. Until what? Until your boogeyman decided to tear your boyfriend's limbs off? Yes, nor do I want to. I don't get in the habit of forming relationships with test subjects.
If I may interject, I'd really like to get back to the interview, Dr. Buck.
By all means. Take it away, Dr. Collingwood.
Other than scarfing down a few of my socks here and there, Grenda wouldn't hurt a fly. For the most part. She's different than the rest of her kind.
Could you elaborate on that? There are others?
Pity.
Well, perhaps we can get Grenda some more socks.
How many idiots does it take to change a light bulb? Why the hell is this door locked? Hello? Guards? This isn't fine. I just want the door unlocked.
Hungry.
What? Where am I? What is this? Let me out of here or so help me, Dr.Amelia.
Wicked girl, you've seen what I do to those who threaten. You have no control. This is my home. I will do exactly as I please, and I'd be pleased to end your suffering once and for all.
You!
Scared. A disappointment. Yes. Powerless, forgotten, angry. There's something wrong. Why, yes, there is. It is all so very wrong, as if nothing was ever right at all. Don't you feel the walls closing in? It is just me, but this room felt a lot larger a few minutes ago, did it not? And the breath, it feels shallow, faint. Is there enough oxygen in here? I'm starting to feel lightheaded myself. I think I'm hyperventilating, twisting, horrible pain, and there's no exit. But I did move. Paralyzed. Stop it! Stop it! Please! I don't want to die! I don't want to die! Please!
Dr. Buck, are you okay?
We're ready for you now. We need you to recall the events that led to your containment. No, we've already learned much about your ability to manipulate photographs.
Can you summarize the extent of your powers and when you became aware of them, for the record? When did you discover that you were able to manipulate objects through a photograph?
This is the camera we refer to as 105B, your personal camera. Yes, ma'am.
How many photos can you focus on at one time?
Less extraneous details, please.
You know, I've come to terms with the fact that I couldn't have done anything, but sometimes I still wonder.
I need a moment. Dr. Collingwood, continue the questionnaire. No, definitely not. I need nothing of the sort. Don't patronize me. How do you expect me to act? Was I supposed to be crying and shaking all day, unable to do my job? I'm not a child.
Oh, Jesus, Buck. That's not what I'm saying at all. Look, I don't know what you're going through or why you had to run out of that room just now, but everyone has their demons. If you don't want to talk to me about them, that's fine. But you need to talk to someone.
You would think that after years of dealing with all manner of world-ending anomalies, they wouldn't bother me anymore. Your flattery is unnecessary. Do keep such opinions to yourself.
Do you want to get coffee sometime?
Coffee?
Yeah, coffee. You know, the brown caffeinated liquid that people drink in the morning. It's made from beans.
Yes, I know what coffee is, Collingwood. Why do you want to get it? I'll consider it. But only if it gets you to stop ranting about my inner demons during work hours.
Deal. You know, I could just threaten to report that you ditched an interview if you don't go.
Shun it. What made you create Kiteru Yamiko in association with SCP-835-JP?
Boredom, I guess? I don't have much to do except wait for the machines to process the data. Lots of downtime here.
How very diligent. But you didn't answer my question. And normal to you is an anime schoolgirl with a knife?
Compared to most of the things here in the Foundation? Yeah, I'd say so.
Is this character, Kiteru Yamiko, based on a previously established intellectual property? Perhaps an anime series or manga? And drawing this fictionalized version of SCP-835-JP helps you cope with its existence?
It's something I can imagine, at least. Otherwise, it could be anything. Better the devil you know than the devil you don't.
Interesting. I see here that you even wrote a backstory for it. You do know this could potentially cause a memetic hazard. Our research into SCP-835-JP has been spotty at best.
I was just goofing around. I don't really see what the big deal is.
Several SCPs are affected or even manifested by our collective perception of them. In these cases, fiction and reality are constantly intertwined. If word of this Kiteru Yamiko gets out, who knows what could happen. I believe everyone is here. It's about time we got started. For those of you just joining this operation, we'll quickly review the facts. He claimed that Dale vanished before his eyes while going down a playground slide. It was only when Officer Kilgore went down the slide face first that the Foundation was alerted. Dr. Darretts and MTF were the first on the scene. Dr. Darretts.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Buck. When we first arrived, we immediately investigated every piece of playground equipment and found that only the slide held anomalous properties. Now designated SCP-1562, it is a metal playground slide measuring 2.2 meters high and 3.4 meters long.
We are to immediately start testing, devising strategies of recovering lost individuals, and formulating a hypothesis of its origin. Yes, Gustav? Does anyone have a non-blatantly obvious suggestion?
You may proceed.
You relay what you see to us. Is that understood?
Yes, ma'am. Here goes nothing.
Well, that makes recovery.
Can you hear me? Try. Can you see anything? Anything at all?
No, I told you I can't see anything, but I'm getting kind of freaked out.
Unfortunately, your safety line was severed when you disappeared, so we can't pull you out. We'll try to figure out another way to retrieve you. For now, just stay calm and keep talking to me.
This is going nowhere. Where has he been transported? How do we retrieve people from the other side? We've exhausted all those options. Next time, pay closer attention during our mission briefing. It has to be a D-class. They just need the right equipment. Send another one in and tether them with the strongest stuff we've got. I concur.
Boy did, but it didn't make any sense.
Tell me what he said.
He just kept asking where he was, and I told him I didn't know. But I don't think he was really talking to me, because he didn't respond to my voice, and he told me to stop crying when I was actually sort of calm. I don't think so. He started screaming, and I told him to shut up, but he just kept screaming and crying and asking for his mommy. Then he finally stopped, and shortly after that, you contacted me again. Please, get me the hell out of here.
Okay, we're sending someone in. Don't panic if you hear or feel something behind you.
We need to get him out ASAP. He won't survive much longer, and any information he's collected will go with him.
D8600, can you hear me? Are you able to move at all?
I'm not sure I can get my arms up in front of me, but I can sort of wiggle my way forward. Wait. What is this? Hey! Are you alright?
D8600. 8600 is behind you and is there to help get you out.
No, it's too dark. Can't see anything, and I'm stuck.
Hey man, it's okay. We know you're stuck, and we're both gonna get out of here.
I'm still head first on my stomach, and my body's at an angle, but I'm trapped. I'm completely surrounded by rock or dirt on all sides. Don't have enough room to raise my head or move my arms, and I can't move forward. I really want to get out of here now.
600, stop talking. Something isn't right here. D2445 is just repeating everything he said to me when we initially made contact with him.
No. You need to get me out now. It's small. Jesus.
Doctor? What is he talking about? Can you just pull us out of here?
Please, just get me out of here, Doctor. Get me out of here now.
D600, we'll stay in contact with you for the time being.
He just kept asking where he was, and I told him I didn't know. But I don't think he was really talking to me, because he didn't respond to my voice, and he told me to stop crying when I was actually sort of calm.
You were starting to think that... D8600. D8600? Are you still there? What happened?
Try him again. A valid hypothesis. We'll need another D-class to test it, though.
No. We need to suspend testing and get this thing to the Foundation. There's too many variables here.
I think he's right, Dr. Buck. It's better to be on the safe side.
Fine. We're moving out, people. I want this site packed up and ready for transfer in 15. All access is denied unless special clearance is granted by Dr. Carver.
This one just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You do realize it's your childish attitude that's standing in our way, right? Of discovery! We still have no clue how this thing operates, and we're locking it away for God knows how long. We lost 2 D-class, Gustav. When has that ever stopped us?
Can't say I ever thought I'd be here.
It is. Now, we have an important experiment to conduct.
Right. I figured as much. The Foundation never does anything nice like this for no reason.
It's very simple. Just look at the screen. We wait. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Dr. Buck returning to base. Experiment log 096-2742. Status failed. The range of SCP-096 awareness is to now be extended to 239,000 miles. Researcher hypothesis: SCP-096 is able to...
Do you know how many years of research we are just throwing away over some inane throw it into the sun plan?
At least a decade's worth.
Exactly! Most of this stuff doesn't even depict 096. It poses no danger.
I know, Collingwood.
Do you think the O5 Council listened to my petition? No! They've ignored the signatures of over 50 scientists.
I think you might want to calm down.
50! That's some of the top scientists here!
Stop. Everything will be fine. Yes, this plan might be a long shot, but it's the plan. We need to respect that.
You're right. I guess I'm just stressed about other things.
Lawrence still in quarantine?
What? No, just other things.
Molly.
Fine, you're right, it's Lawrence. But it's also the principle of the matter. We can't rubber stamp every crackpot idea.
The Foundation saw the operation as a major success. Dr. Logan received a promotion to site director, and there was much jubilation.
They still have no way to prove it was successful.
Perhaps. But maybe just enjoy the moment. You need to pick your battles. Fighting against having a good time shouldn't be one of them.
Do you really expect me to have fun with them?
No. But this champagne isn't half bad.
Well, once again, you're right. I need to learn to not worry.
And then what happened? Now, we have learned a number of anomalous properties exhibited by this SCP during its containment, and preliminary testing on it. Any questions? Yes, Gustav? Yes, we've explored that avenue. The vehicle identification number has become eroded away, and attempts to reconstruct it have failed. Oh, if that is all then, I will see you all bright and early tomorrow. Dismissed.
Sounds like that was a close call out there, Agent Lawrence.
Sophia knew the risks. Everyone who signs up knows the danger. You're welcome. We discovered during testing of the meat chunk something that could prove problematic. You two are to do a thorough sweep of Butcher's Block Slaughterhouse. Search for any hidden rooms that may contain any meat from SCP-4158 and eliminate it with extreme prejudice. We are counting on you. It doesn't seem to need constant monitoring. Big Charlie doesn't acknowledge SCP personnel during feeding, bathing, or when its excess meat is removed, such as now. Good work out there.
You can always expect the best from us, Amelia.
We are not that familiar, Agent Lawrence. We're done here. Testing has resumed on SCP-1562 thanks to Site Director Zolgamax's approval. D-Class personnel have been determined to be too ineffective to be useful in experimentation. You should remember your place, Gustav.
Yes, Dr. Buck.
We need someone we can rely on. Someone who isn't going to get themselves killed at the first sign of trouble.
That's a rare thing here.
Well, I think I know just the person.
You may begin the test.
Take it back.
Oh, he will. If there's one thing I know will motivate a man, it's love. Agent Lawrence, continue your exploration.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, he can handle himself. Give him time. You might be surprised, Dr. Logan. Thank you, Director. But is that really the reason you called me in here today? There's a problem, isn't there?
Yes, a very large one, in fact. I trust you'll keep this in confidence.
Do I look like I'm going to be gossiping anytime soon? Yes, 106 really killed some of our best researchers and guards. The new help isn't great.
I believe it goes deeper than that.
Really? Do you have any hard evidence? Not that I don't trust you, but we must be sure in matters like this. What were they transmitting?
Given the traces of hacking they left behind, I believe Location I has been compromised.
Location I? After everything Dr. Pent worked so hard for?
Thank goodness, they haven't left yet.
I told you she wouldn't leave without Lawrence.
We've all had our turn with 999. We know the protocol. That is the safest way to escape such an unfortunate situation.
It's a simple jump across dimensions and back.
I'm sure someone is on it.
Gustav, put the gun down. What are you doing? I thought it was because your head is full of rocks. Thanks. Where are you taking him? You should think very carefully about what you do next, Gustav.
Hey, anyone else feel, different?